Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I'm looking a bit funky right now. I'm gonna switch the camera. I'm gonna switch back to that one. That was looking funky. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? I don't think I'll be using that scene for this stream. I had some plans for it, but nah, that was looking a bit. But how are we doing, people? Welcome back to Master League Live. If you haven't seen the last Master League video, go and check it out. We did okay. We did all right. But we're in a situation now where we're in the top 6, which is where we want to be. It's where we need to be. However, the wheels came off a little bit. I'll be honest. The wheels definitely came off ever so slightly, and it wasn't good. We were at top of the table, and we just went straight to free fall. Went all the way down to 6th, I think, maybe even 7th at one point. So we're back in at top 6 again, which is where we want to be. Ideally, we want to try and push for top 2. Now, we are currently 4 points away from second, 6 points away from first. So it's doable. It's definitely doable. And hopefully some new additions in the transfer market will help us with that. But we're going to get underway with a match first. Just get that out of our system. Then we can bring the new players in with some transfer window goodness. And hopefully they'll be the sort of players that can help us get into the top 2, because that is what it requires to get into Europe from this league. It's a small league. It's not a particularly great league in terms of quality, so we don't get as many Champions League spots, despite having a full roster of 20 teams. So, yeah. We lost our last game, which dropped us back down the table, because we were up into 3rd, I think. But we are now back into 5th. But we can do this. So, for those of you kind of playing catch up with this series or aren't really aware of what's going on, so this is the team at the moment. This is pretty much my best starting lineup, although Bier is kind of forcing his way in. Needs a bit of a rest today, though. Kalipu is basically our goal threat, our main goal threat, whereas Muniz is just our overall best footballer at the club, and probably one of the best in the league, if we're being honest. He's been very, very good, leading by example this season. Jupe is a very, very talented and tidy attacking midfielder. Harrington, in a sort of a similar build, but could definitely do with improving and developing, and that's obviously what we're here to do with him. Takimoto, definitely one for the future. Calling it now, we could have something of a Japanese Busquets on our hands. Potentially a Japanese Kante. Maybe. We'll see. But a very, very good ball winner. Good pass of the ball as well. Tidy. Doesn't do too much. But at the same time, high work rate. Doesn't hide away from things. Good player. And then this back line here, which is going to see some changes. So I'm not going to get into it too much. But Ampadu is the guy that we're looking at to kind of develop and kick on with this team. So, without any further ado, I'm going to get some marking done. And then we're in. So, that is pretty much it. Let's get into this. Let's go. Okay, away we go. Turn this down a little bit. So, very, very important match for us today. 3 points could definitely change the way we approach this transfer market. We've got some deals coming in already. We've got some players already on their way in. We just need to make sure that we buy the right additional players beyond that. We've got some defensive signings because we've definitely needed that. Both short and long term. This team is going to need to be better at the back. But I think we need a midfielder as well. I can't remember if I went to sign one or not. Kylie Poo, just chill. There you go. Maniz. Doing well. Takimoto. San Martin now. Maniz again. What have we got here? Jupe. Looking for options in the box. Abdul Rahim could get a cross in here, and probably wasn't the best bit of decision making there, but we'll keep going. Maniz can deliver a ball quite well. Jupe couldn't get there. Takimoto. Oh, ref! Ref! He's fouled me in the box. Right. So whenever you do the kind of trap feint where you pretend you're going to control it and you let it run through your body sort of thing, if they foul you, it doesn't get given. I've noticed that on this. Doesn't matter though, because Maniz can do that. Oh, and it's just wide. It's just wide. But yeah, luckily so far I haven't had that cost me anything, but it's going to come a point where it will. They're looking to build down that right hand side, but we're not going to let them. They definitely attack out wide, and they're going to try and switch this across. They're not going to fancy coming through the middle. That is for certain. They definitely like to go wide, and if we can just keep pushing them out there, then we'll be okay. Betancourt now into Jupe. Oh, come on, better pass than that. That is one thing about this team, is that the overall technical ability in this team is not amazing. It gets choppy at times, but we're okay there. Chavez does well. Takimoto now. Right idea, and as he gets better over time, those sorts of passes will make it. That sort of playmaking will be key to many a counter-attack in the future. Takimoto with a good instinctive run here. Can carry the ball forward now. He's a good passer. Finds Koyalapu, who's a good finisher, who shoots, and it's a good save by the keeper. Very important save there. Good movement from the front two there. Just crossing paths, mixing the defenders up, creating space for each other. Maniz is going to put that just past that penalty spot there, and Takimoto picks it up again, finds Jupe again. Betancourt. Abdul Rahim. Jupe. Harrington. Oh, tried to just sneak that to Kailipu there. Oh, trying to get the shot away. Instead he finds Maniz. Jupe this time shoots! Off the post, come on. And again, by the way, that foul wasn't given. It's annoying because I know the fouls aren't going to get given, but I need to still try that move because it is so devastating when you pull it off. And I've got forwards who do have, you know, a good turn of pace, good bit of acceleration, who can really make the most of that. And as you've just seen there, the first touch across the squad collectively isn't that great, so we do kind of need to make the most of our athletic attributes whilst the team is so technically deficient. But Takimoto is an exception to that. Maniz now. Good dribbling from him. Oh, I just couldn't hold on to it. Centurk just did just enough to put him off. But Chavez should win that, and he does. And Kailipu fouled there. This referee's being very lenient right now, but it remains to be seen how consistent he'll be. Takimoto now finds Harrington. Back to Takimoto. He goes up to San Martin. What we're looking at with San Martin here. Ball into Kailepu. Oh, he's turned his man again and he's been held off. Not a foul that time. But one of those is going to come off. And they're going to be in a lot of trouble when it does. Kailepu now shoots. Oh. He's nicked it. Kailepu. Oh, what a save by the keeper. We cannot catch a break right now. We cannot catch a break. Good save. A very good save. Got a corner though. He's again looking to deliver. Takimoto. Oh, couldn't quite get up there. San Martin. Abdel-Rahim puts it back into the middle for Betancourt. Takimoto clips that over. Oh, Manish tries to run onto that. Well done, Abdel-Rahim. Manish still holding on to it. Harrington shoots from range. Oh, and that could have been 1-0 at the break. We've been unlucky. The referee's been questionable, to say the least. But so far, not terrible. Seranuluka controlling the game, very much dominating this game away from home, but just nothing to show for it just yet. Second half, and we need to deliver the goods here. We need to be a bit more penetrative. Maniz does turn his man. Oh, and the defender just catches up to him there. But the attack is still on. They're getting very lucky with some of these interceptions. But Maniz now plays it in behind to Harrington, who finds... Oh, tried to find Kailepu at the back post there. Oh, it's just a bit too intricate in the box there. Just trying to find that little bit of space here and there. And in the end, that hasn't paid off. Let's just be careful here. Let's not commit too many men. Let's say you get opened up on the counter. But right now, we're looking solid. We're looking good. Well done. Abdel-Rahim, solid. Solid at fullback there. Now, Sachi dealt with Chavez. Oh, that was red there. He nearly punished us for that. Maniz. Let's go out to Jupe. And Maniz is in space here. Kailepu. Oh my goodness, this defense is doing an absolute madness right now. They just cannot break them down. I thought that was a surefire goal. Couldn't get that around the corner. Ampadu with a decent header into Harrington. Harrington finds Jupe. Good bit of flair there. Oh, Maniz couldn't get on the end of that pass. Good interception there. This team aren't good enough to be holding us to a draw. That's for certain. We just need a little bit more creativity to open them up. We are creating chances though. That is something to be happy with. Kailepu now. Oh, just couldn't get anything behind the shot. Tried to hit it on the swivel. Chavez. Good header. And no one claiming it. The referee gives a foul for that. Let's get that out. Ampadu. He doesn't, but Urza is there to claim. Risky from the defence not to challenge for that. And Takimoto does the right thing there. Oh, Kailepu just trying to get onto his right foot there. Uh-oh, they've wormed it through. San Martin, you've got to do better than that. That is awful defending. Let's have a look at that again. Oh, it wasn't even San Martin, it was Takimoto. That's uncharacteristically poor from him. Moniz. Jupe. And referee. Finally, the referee blows for something in our favour. He had to go to his pocket there. They've got away with so much this game. There can be no complaints there. There can be absolutely no complaints. Let's have a look at that again. Yeah. Had to be given just too late on the challenge there. Now, I don't really want Ampadu over this, despite the fact he can take set pieces. I'm going to give it to Moniz and just let him hit it. Go. Oh, not great. We had to try something. Chavez now should win that. Doesn't. Didn't position himself well for that at all. And now, Sachi. Oh, Ampadu. Oh, Takimoto does well to just get that out of there. And Jupe does well there. Now Harrington can get forward. Kailipu just not making that run there has absolutely killed us. I can't believe we're looking like we're going to be held to a draw here. And that's if we can stay solid defensively. Madaras. Sachi. And Bustamante. They're knocking it around now. Are they happy for the draw though? That's the question. It is at their place. Mani's continuing to press from the front. Urging Kailipu to do the same. They are both tired. Now Bin Adnan finds it now, and Ampadu's let him go clear, and Chavez mops up expertly there. Now Jupe. And Arundel with a brilliant tackle to keep that pressure on. Bustamante. Good block. Good block. Okay. We're just going to have to be disciplined here. Takimoto, that's excellent. That is excellent. Go Kailipu. He's got the pace. He's chipped the keeper. He's done it at the last. Oh, and they are absolutely distraught. Oh, with the very last ounce of strength in his body. He's held off the defender. And still had the composure and the presence of mind to clip that over the onrushing keeper. Keeper stepped up. Knew he was in trouble, but he'd already committed. So look at that again. Oh, just put him on the weights. They are absolutely livid, and rightfully so. Let's have a look at that ball again. Good little ball behind the defender there. I mean, I'm not sure that's within the laws of the game, if we're being entirely honest. But what a finish. What a finish. That is what you call digging in. The last kick of the game, pretty much. That is what you call digging in to get a result. Kailipu 90+2. Could you imagine if we won the league in that sort of fashion? That would be amazing. There we go, 3 points. And that could put us up into third, which would be very, very good for us. That's back into a European spot, not Champions League. But I mean, this club would take a bit of Europa League action too. So there we go. That has not gone too badly at all. We had to work for it, but we got that 1-0. And we are up into third. Just on goal difference at the moment. Ahead of our rivals, PES United. And as things look, it's looked like a good season for us so far. At the halfway point, we're in the top 3. We've still got some players to come in. And we're starting to build a brand of football with these players. I'm not unhappy about that at all. I'm not changing clubs now. But we are now going to get into some signings. It's time for the signings to come in. And here we go. Our first key signing, our marquee signing of the January transfer window here. He's a big fellow, isn't he? Christ. But it is odd that the director of football or the CEO is the one doing the business there, but that's fine. We're more of a head coach, it seems, than a manager. But Panzer has joined us, and we'll be looking for him to definitely make a difference in this team. Alright, so what are you telling me? If we can maintain this forward momentum, we're very well placed to achieve this season's objective. Good. Okay, so we don't have to reevaluate it, which is great. They're just happy with us to keep going, finish in the top 6. Job done. I'll take that. Alright, so let's have a look at the people that have... Oh, we've got a new youth team intake as well. This is going to be important for us because we can obviously sign youth players. None of them are particularly good. Not yet, anyway. Not a fan of any of these guys, if I'm being honest. We've got a lot of like P&P merchants here, just a bit of speed. That's about it. So we've got 2 left backs that seem like they could potentially do something. Bray and Kamal Adin, who seem to be almost identical. They are. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. And then we've got another left back from the Philippines, which is interesting. Again, quick, but doesn't offer anything technically. We've got no like technical talents in this youth intake at all, which is a problem. Let's see, Oli Kainen. We could sign him. He's obviously over the age of 19, but he is an academy prospect. He's already at the club. We could just promote him. From a technical standpoint, him and Slezacek are probably the best talents from the academy, but if anything, I'd probably bring them through to be able to sell them, because he's got some market value to him. I'm not going to do that just yet. Let's see what's going on. We've got a lot of contract renewals that could happen. Jupe wants to renew his contract. He just wants an extension, which is good. He wants a 5-year deal. How old is he? 26. You know what, just to give him an extension, I don't think that's too bad. I'll give him an extension, yeah. It's not going to cost me any extra money. There you go. We keep a first teamer without having to go and try and break the bank to replace them. We don't risk losing them for free either. Dorado, what does he want? He doesn't want to renew his contract. That's fine. He can go. If we release him, how much is that going to cost? 4,000 from the transfer budget. I don't mind, but it's not something we urgently need to do right now. Bethancourt wants to move to a different club, which is a shame because he could have stepped up. Definitely needed to work, and you know our training regime was going to improve him. But if he's off, he's off. That's a shame, really. So, can we renew his contract? Because he's got some potential. He could get up to like 72 maybe. Which could make him a good squad player for us, definitely. Quick, good dribbler. Still lacks in the passing department. Plays on the right, doesn't really do much for me through the middle. But do I want to lose a player of his quality for free? Not really, when we could get, you know, anywhere between 4 and 6 million for him. I'm going to try and renew that. We'll give him a big goal bonus as well. Give him a big appearance bonus because he doesn't really play for us that often. I think we'll do that. And then potentially let him go. Venter, we've had an offer for him. We have just brought in another goalkeeper, haven't we? So yeah, we've just brought Enzo in. So I think Venter can go. There's no point in keeping him. He's never going to play for us. So we'll accept those terms. That's fine. Off you pop, my friend. And then obviously we brought in Enomoto, Panzo, and Enzo to improve the squad. So Enomoto can play at both fullback positions, and I think he's got a lot of potential going forward. He's definitely going to be an attacking fullback. Per Story Mode, how are you doing, my man? Good to see you in the chat. I think Cooves is in the chat as well. Good to see you as well. Let's have a look at Moniz. Moniz is definitely my biggest bit of value at the club. We'll say that. Worth 24 million, roughly. Portuguese playmaker. He could squeeze his way into the Portugal squad. No, Moniz was the captain at the club already. So 24 years of age. Definitely one of the seniors. And yeah, he's definitely the best player we've got at the club at the moment, and could still kick on and be even better. So we want to keep him around. If we do have to sell him, I want to try and get something close to 30 million for him, which will be a lot of money for this club. Especially as we're only allowed to buy teenagers, which is proving to be a harder challenge than I thought. Unless they come through our youth academy, in which case we can promote them if they're older. But none of the older players in the academy are good enough, really. But yeah, very good dribbler, good goal scorer, decent turn of pace, good with both feet, creative. I like him. He's definitely the best player in this league, without a shadow of a doubt. I'm fortunate to have him at the club, quite frankly. Yeah, he could definitely go on and be something special. Especially as we're looking to push for Europe in our first season. We're looking okay. But yeah, in terms of his development, he could kick on, get to like 81, 82 maybe. There's still a little bit of time for him to potentially have a dramatic improvement. We'll see. But yeah, he's been very, very good so far. His contract ends in 3 years, so I haven't got to worry about that too much. He's got 38 million release fee. He's not going for a penny short of that. Alright, so now if we look at the new signings that we have brought in, So Inamoto is going to be an understudy to San Martin and Abdul Rahim, who is just going to plateau at this point. He's not going to get much better, whereas Inamoto will. Panzo will be partnering Ampadu as soon as, well, we'll see what he does. Okay, it's not too bad. So he'll probably be working his way into that space very, very soon. Just going to get him a bit more familiar with the tactics. I don't really want to drop below 75 if I can help it. It's taking us a while to get here. And Enzo is just a second goalkeeper for Urza, despite having the number 1. But that is that. Those are those 3 signings that we already did before the transfer window. So now we still need to look at. So hold on, what message is this? Okay, yeah, we got rid of some players, which is fine. Thomas Tavares. I don't remember signing him. Oh, that might have been the last bit of business that I did. Hold on. Yes, there we go. That was another fullback that we got. This is probably the better of the 2 young fullbacks. So he was at Porto, I think we signed him from. And what we've got here is an attacking fullback with a lot of dribbling ability. Great dribbling ability for this level. The ability to become a very good crosser of the ball as well. Decent speed, stamina, balance, all of that. Good with both feet, but he does play. He's going to be playing on the right for us, more than likely. But we've just given ourselves some cover at the back here with him. He's got a few player skills as well, which is decent. So I'm enthusiastic about him. But I need to make sure I train them, because that is one thing I always forget to do. And I had Takimoto on a dramatic improvement, and he was on balance training, and I completely forgot. So he's unfocused now. We still got a bit of benefit from that, but he'll more than likely get another one, because he's a key player for us. He plays every game and he plays well. So let's have a look at these last guys here. Right, so Thomas Tavares is what he's supposed to be. Going to go offensive fullback with you as well. Enzo is an offensive goalkeeper. Venta's leaving, and Panzo on build-up. Not sure how I feel about that. Oh, also it shows that Panzo is Takimoto real? I don't know. Obviously, I don't have that restriction on mine, as obviously you do on yours. I don't think he is, because he plays for that team Altiplano Bunan, which I don't think are a real club. But they're kind of like the wavy Japanese team with all the gems in, so I've raided them a little bit. So Panzo, we signed him at 19. Obviously, he's turned 20 at the turn of the year. What are we looking at here? But he's a good passer. He's got a little bit of speed. I would like to ideally have him a little bit faster. Ball winning's good. I want him to be a little bit quicker than that. So what I'm going to go with, I'm going to go custom. Or do I? So he's currently build up. What is the destroyer like? No. So we're going to go focused. We're going to go 2 on speed, 2 on passing, 1 on passing, 2 on defense. I think that's where I want to go with that. His jumping's already good, so he's going to win challenges. So I want to be a little bit quicker as well, because Ampadu's not fast, and as the 2 of them are going to be a partnership, one of them's got to be quick enough. Yeah, I'm leaving these 2 on balance because it's literally not worth my time to have a training regime for them. And see if I can sell Albuquerque. I won't get much for him because he's like a pensioner at this point. But we need to look for some more players here. So I'll use this preset here. Oh, actually, I need to look at my list and see. I was going to say, some of these players are now going to turn 20, which is a pain in the ass. So Hudson-Odoi now has to be removed from the list. I can't get him, which is a shame. Aarons, I wanted him as well. Sessegnon, can't get him. Timothy Weah. That is a big miss there. And I forgot that they change age in January as opposed to at the end of the season. He's gonna go. Diop is one of the best young players in the entire game, but if you don't get him straight away, then it's tough tits, especially if you're doing this challenge. If I can post it, but I made this for you if you want to use it. I will have a look at that. Is that gonna load up? Give me a second. Let's have a look at what this is. Oh wow, that is brilliant. That is absolutely amazing, cuz. So I don't know if you guys have, if anyone else who's watching has seen, but I've been doing Pokemon streams as well. And Kuz has made me a really good overlay. That's fantastic. Oh, I absolutely love that. That is brilliant. Thank you. In fact, I'm going to literally drop it over this scene right now, just so you guys can see it. Let me save this. Pokemon overlay. So it's actually transparent as well, which is brilliant. Right, probably not the best way to show it. Let me just hide the game source. So he's made me this, which is fantastic. I absolutely love that. That is amazing. Thank you so much for that. Right, I'm going to hide that off now. But that is brilliant. Thank you. I'm going to use that in the next stream. I need to figure out what I put where. Because obviously the DS screen's quite tall. But I'll figure that out. That's cool. Thank you very much. Right, let's clear this list out of people I can't sign. I really wanted Kirchu, but no can do. Lincoln, he would have been great, a phenomenal player. By the way, Johnny, watch these players back, because Lincoln is someone you will want to be able to sign. He's Brazilian, he's young, incredibly high potential, perfect for your Master League. So is this guy, Yuri Alberto. Yeah, Brazilian Coelipu. I mean, just look at that. Brazilian Coelipu, mate. Anthony, can't sign him. Would have been hard to get someone anyway. Almendra is a big loss. Best young centre back in the game. Lucien Burnett's going to be hard to sign, but I want him. Be hard to get from PES United though. Oh, this is painful. I'm just watching potential signings just literally disappear in front of my eyes. I have to be so proactive in this. I don't need Panzer on the list anymore. Oh, what a player he would have been to have. Lightning quick again. Paulinho, can't get him. Can't get Matondo. Oh, Katuchu, can't get him. Molino. Sancho's now 20 as well. Oh, just all of these great players. Gyotza. Big fan of Gyotza. But now these are players that I can sign. So of these 19-year-olds, I need to be very proactive in who I go for. So, if we... Oh, actually, I just saw a name that I definitely want, which is Ansimano Fati. Now, he's gone to Sevilla. Has he just gone? He has. Okay, I've still got another year to be able to sign him, but blistering. I can just work on his technical ability later on. Rodrigo's a player I'd love to sign. I don't think I've got anywhere near the money for him. Oh yeah, Tavares, he can get out of the list because we have him. Right. I want another centre mid. That's a big thing for this team. Need a centre mid. Rainier could be good. More of an attacking mid, but I think he could definitely do a job in both positions. 10 million release fee isn't bad. What are his wages like? 5. It's just a case of whether he'd want to join us from Flamengo, and that's the big issue we've been having. Is Serena Luca are not a big team. Not a big team at all. And if a player's getting game time somewhere else, why would they come here? So we can pay that, but it's going to be hard to sign him. Try and get him on a 2-year deal. Keep his release fee as it is. He would be a player that we'd bang the salary up for. So I'll go 3 years. Get him on a big goal bonus. Get him on a win bonus. We pay the win bonus out of the transfer budget. It's fine. So we can give him that as well. We'll just see if we can get him. Yuri Alberto would be another good signing, but we can't afford him. So these are all their release fees. Now Karamoka Dembele could come good for us. He would need a lot of work. But I would literally focus on his technical ability. But if I can bring him in, that's a fantastic signing for us. And cheap. And we can teach him new positions and all sorts. So, yeah. Obviously, Celtic is guaranteed trophies. Is he guaranteed game time, though? Not so much. Bang his salary up to the max. Give him a 3-year deal. Release fees, a bit of a myth. Non-negotiable. He wants a release fee. We'll keep that at that, and we'll pay him all the bonuses. And just see, because we can get him for 4 million. That is not a bad deal. Not a bad bit of business at all. We'd need to work on him, but it is what it is. So, let's step forward, see what's good. Alright, so nothing before the match. It is what it is. Let's see if any of our new signings are ready to jump into the squad, though. We need to sort out... Oh, here we go. We got a negotiation. Okay. We could sign Vandenberg. He thinks we can take the price down. Right, let's have a look in here. Right. He wants a 6,400 a week salary, which isn't a lot. Right, what this situation leaves me in, though, is... Do I sign Vandenberg, who is okay at best, and not actually better than the players we have? He doesn't give us an improvement on Ampadu, but obviously you don't want to just have one centre-back of that type. He also isn't as good as Panzo. I'm in a situation where I can only sign one of these with my current transfer budget. I think Rainier is the one the team needs the most. I think Dembele is the player that could go on to be the best. Also, I didn't know that Karamoko Dembele declared for England. Did not know that. I'm almost certain he hasn't. But awesome. Vandenberg's the one I need the least. Salary wise, that's going to be an issue as well. Yeah. We'll negotiate that later down the line. Definitely. Let's get into another match. And see what we can do here. So, ooh. Okay, well, Chavez is not freeing himself, so Panzer might have to come in here. Because Dorado's not good. So Panzer's going to get a bit of a baptism of fire here. Because this team are very top heavy. Very top heavy. They attack, attack, attack. Defensively, we should be able to break them down horribly on the counter. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. What do we go with here? Bethencourt can come out. Yeah, Vernie can come out as well. So, I think that's the team we're going to go with today. It's going to be an interesting one. Very interesting one. We're going to go and have Kylipu as a counter target because he's tired already. We don't need that. Might even do the same with Moniz, actually. Okay. Right. Panzer making his debut. Let's see what he's made of. And here we go. Back in the league. Serena Luca with a brand new signing at the back. Young Englishman Panzo. There we go. Sporting that 27. And he'll be hoping to start his career off with a clean sheet here. Erenostad with a very attacking lineup. Very much only the four central players at the back with any kind of defensive responsibilities at all. Slightly more balanced lineup there from Serena Luca. Few players on bookings though, so they're going to want to be careful. And away we go. Serena Luca put in a brave, plucky performance last time out away from home. You have to do it again here today against a team that definitely know how to attack. But San Martin sends Harrington on his way. Kylipu holds that. Moniz tries to send Kylipu on his way again. But that pass was slightly wayward. Oof, that's risky play there from the keeper. Just wide. Heart and mouth stuff there. Enzo can't complain to anybody. It's a bad decision from him. That was absolutely awful distribution there. Zena gets that up. Schultz. Takimoto, brilliant from him. Kailepu. Oh, Maniz, not great. Just lapse of concentration sometimes. And he's going to have to sort that out because he's very much on the fringes of that Portugal side. But they've got some very good players in attack and he's going to have to step up. Both his technical and his mental game if he wants to be getting in that squad there. It's going to be hard for him in this league to get that nod. But the quality is clearly there. Harrington, Kailepu. Oh, tried to feed Maniz. Panzo. Unlucky. And Takimoto comes away with it. That's brilliant play there, Betancourt. And we are just getting shut down a little bit here. Not playing at our best, we'll be honest. Nobel. Dealt with by Abdel Rahim there. Takes his time, no rush. Goes to the big switch, and it's a good one. And Takimoto now in the middle of the park. Can he create something? Normally the answer to this is yes, but on this occasion not so much. Tried to thread that through the eye of a needle there, and had that come off, Kailepu would have been one-on-one. Panzo looking quite assured at the back today, which is good. He's been thrust straight into the first team. There was expected to be something of a staggered entry into this. He was definitely bought for the starting 11. But maybe not quite as immediate as this, but issues at the club have meant that that has become more of a necessity. As far as the manager is concerned anyway. And Takimoto comes away with this. Good challenge. Maniz now. Oh, just couldn't get away from Rosinha. Ampadu, good header. Harrington does well. Now Betancourt. To Jupe. What can he do? Oh, Maniz just wouldn't get out of the way of him there. Just tried to get that pass through to Kailepu. But Betancourt's got it again now, Maniz. Kailepu, good touch. Dink over the keeper. It's easy, it's 1-0. And those are the chances we want to create there. That's what we work on. We work on getting Kailepu on the shoulder of the last defender. And off his first touch, very few defenders are catching him. So if we can get that happening in and around the box, that one touch, step away from the defender, give him enough time to finish with no pressure, and not 9 times out of 10 he's going to put that in the back of the net. Great finish there from him. Composure. Composure. He's got it in spades. It's a good ball from Maniz there. Yet another assist. And what a dink. Could we see Kailepu in a French team at any point soon? That would be interesting. That would take some development, but it would be interesting. Betancourt wins that header, but and as far as Costa, and they're going high to Secchiarelli, but as it stands, our 2 defenders are more than up to the task. Maniz. Ooh, almost with a disguised pass there to Kailepu. Abdel Rahim should do well here. Yeah. Comfortably limits the threat from that cross. Maniz. There's a clip there, but not the greatest ball in the end. Oh, both Ampadu and Panzo beating in the air there. And now we've got something to do here. Gonzalez up against San Martin, who does well, but oof, a little bit of a mix-up at the back nearly cost us. But at half-time, we go in a goal up and looking relatively solid at the back, which is good. It bodes well. We'll take this. We haven't done a hell of a lot in the final third. We've got the one chance and we took it clinically. Still got a little bit to do though. Second half underway here, and we just need to be careful with the ball. They're going to try and step up. They're going to try and commit numbers forward now to try and chase this. Try and get themselves back in as quickly as possible. And we just need to take advantage of the openings that are going to come from that. And that was nearly one of them. Well done, Takimoto. Good interception there. Oh, Ampadu, that's terrible. That is terrible, Ampadu. And it's that man, Ceccarelli. Not good defending there at all from him. We expect so much better. Oh, that's terrible. Come on. Why would you try and volley that from there? Get your head on it. Get it away. That's awful. And that is the biggest stress with this, because obviously developing youngsters, they are going to cost you. They are going to be inexperienced. But normally you have a backdrop of senior players to do that with. But the youngsters in this team are some of the better players. So you are literally developing a team and developing individuals at the same time on the job, which is a task in and of itself. Oh, nearly managed to hook that round for Kailepu. Takimoto. Harrington. Kailepu looks to get away from his man. Oh, nearly cut inside there. And they get that away. They've done well there. Well done, San Martin. Oh, Maniz. Gotta be more alert to those. Ampadu does well. Oh, Costas picked that up. We're in trouble here. Nobel. More. We just gotta get bodies in the way. Don't let this materialize. And there we go. That's better defending, and Harrington comes away with it now. Oh, that ball's just not good enough though, is it? What's going on here, ref? What's happened here? Foul's been called on us because he left his foot so high in the air for a simple pass. That's not okay. Get this out, please. Please don't mess with me today. My heart cannot take it. No belt. San Martin, get up. Does well. Takimoto, composed. That's Takimoto again. Great play. Harrington, Maniz. Kailepu. Oh. And there's Harrington, as opposed to Kalipu, it was the first time I called his name. Gonzalez dealt with there by San Martin. That's brilliant. Oh, almost got the ball into my knees there again. Now, the thing about Kalipu is he's not very good in terms of the build-up. That is one thing. Maniz. Kalipu. Harrington now can run it. Can run at the back line here. Finds San Martin. He gets that cross in. Oh, Kalipu couldn't quite get there. Harrington now again. And puts Takimoto in a bit of an awkward position there, but we're good. Harrington now can get there. Oh, he got that shot away. The keeper was in a pretty bad position then. Okay. We're doing all right here. I'll take a point away from home, in all honesty. But there's a chance for us to snatch a winner. And I think now would be a good time to make a little change. I think Harrington needs to come off. And we'll put Loader on. Just in there. The Gipe through there. Maniz through there. And maybe put Bier on. Just for some fresh legs maybe. Or Baloki. I think Baloki. It's got to be Baloki. Alright, come on. Maniz with the delivery. Loader up. Oh, we brought him on just to win that header. Baloki now. Oh, Lodi's there. Yes, he's done it. With his second touch of the ball, he finds the back of the net. What a super sub. Oh, that feels good. Love it when a plan comes together. He's found himself on the fringes lately. But when he can pop up and do things like that, that's really good play. That's really good play. And a good finish as well. So look at that one more time. Great movement. Great movement. First time finishing at the near post as well. Absolutely no problem. Ampadu doesn't win that, and we could be in an issue here. Let's not throw away the 3 points. San Martin does well. Well done, Betancourt. Goes out to Loader. Loader looks for Kalipu. Can Kalipu shoot from range here? He can! Oh, definitely tested the goalkeeper there. And we're back out to Maniz. Loader shoots from range. Oh, that would have dipped in. We're really testing the goalkeeper here. Let's go again. Panzo, brilliant. Finds Loader. Loader shoots. And again, the keeper plucks that out of the top corner. Where are all these chances suddenly coming from? Oh, that would have been a screamer. Yeah, Maniz is pretty much our best set piece taker, isn't it? Could give it to Betancourt. Oh, it's so close. We could have finished this game off. Just off the bar. And 2 more minutes of stoppage time left to go. And we've got to make sure that we deal with this. Oh, that was a chance. And now they've got a corner. They've got a corner right at the death. That was a great ball. Decent save there from the keeper. Come on. Panzo, get that out, and he does. That's a brilliant header. That is a match-winning header there from Panzo on his debut. And Kuala comes away with the man of the match. Loda came on, scored a late winner. It was a match devoid of any real quality from us until that little patch at the end. But we'll take the 3 points. We're definitely not going to complain about that. There we go. Much better second half from us. That's for certain. And Kailapu with that 7.5. And a confirmation there of that result. And that puts us up into second. I'll take second. That's where we want to be. That's Champions League qualification there. Well, Champions League qualifiers. That's where we want to be. Definitely. I mean, first place is definitely still within reach. That's 3 points away. We just keep putting good performances together and beat them in our match. There's no reason we can't win the league in our first season at this club. It's going to be hard. This is not the greatest team, I'll be honest, but we're performing right now. We're finding our style of play. It's all starting to mesh. We could do something here. Alright, it seems someone's trying to poach our player. They're going for Moniz. Interesting. Nuehio want to take him. Now, they're going to have to pay 40 million. I don't want to lose Moniz, but with 40 million, I feel like we could replace him. Let's have a look. Let's have a look and see what's going on here. It's 40 million is a lot of money for this team. And he's a good player. He's a great player. And I mean, we can get him Champions League football. That's the thing. We can do that for him. As long as we can convince him of that, he'll probably stay. We're not going to be forced into selling him, I don't think. Now, if we look at renewing his contract and increasing his release fee, he'll take a 5-year extension from us. Now, can I put his release fee up? Now, 61 million is mental, but in 5 years' time, he might well be worth that. I'm going to go with, see, 45. We'll go 45 and give him a very good goal bonus. Give him a win bonus as well. I think that should do it. We might have to renegotiate with him, but Moniz isn't a player I want to let go easily. Bethencourt doesn't want to stay with us. Fair enough. Oh, we've got finalised terms here. So, Rainier and Dembele would both take a move here. Now, Chat, who do I go for? Dembele's definitely got the ability to go on and be phenomenal in the future. Rainier kind of fits what we need in the squad at the minute. We do need another midfielder, that is for certain. Whereas Dembele is an attacking midfield talent for us. It would be him and Harrington pushing each other. Very much the same sort of build as well. I feel like Rainier makes more sense. I'm going to try and sell somebody before Rainier comes in, because I'd like to get them both ideally now. Verney needs to stay. He's got potential. Baloki, not so much. Baloki can go, honestly. For 3 million, I think he can go. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Transfer policy, open to offers placed on the transfer list. Yeah, absolutely. Open to reasonable offers. So we'll get stuff in and around his market value at least. Loader. Do we sell Loader? I don't think we do. He's still got plenty to offer as well. He can kick on. Albuquerque definitely needs to go. Oh, he's retiring anyway. So a lot of these players are players that could do with staying. The ones that I would actually get any value for, which is frustrating. See, Betancourt's decent. It's not going to get much better, but it'll get better. 8 million though. I could get 8 million for him, which is considerable. So when you see the sort of money that we're looking at with some of these players, it makes so much sense to take the 40 for Muniz, or the 30, or however much it is. San Martin's on his way out. We've got a replacement. I'll take a reasonable offer for him, because 2 million. Do you unsettle the squad for 2 million? I'm not sure we do. Christ. Well, I think we do some business here. I think we bring Rainier in. Oh, Dembele though. I mean, we're pretty close to being able to afford both, to be honest. Dembele is the one I want most, realistically. Rainier is the player we need. I'm going to be smart and sign Rainier. I'm going to have to be smart and sign Rainier. Makes the most sense. I think we might still just have enough for Dembele. We do have enough for Dembele. Well, I think that's business done. I think that's business done. Let's get Dembele in as well. There we go. We haven't got a lot left in the transfer budget. But we've got two very, very good signings there. Okay, some good players here. And they have they joined the team? Oh, contract renewal's been finalized. Let's have a look. Yes, he's accepted. He's accepted that release fee. That's fantastic for us. That's great news for us. We've got monies on an additional contract as well. Right. Okay. We're in a good position here. We do need to make some sales though, because we're not going to be able to afford our contract options otherwise. So, let's bring these two in and sort out our game plan. So, ideally, Dorado's awful, so we'll go Panzo in there. Panzo might just end up coming straight into this first team here, because Chavez is on some pretty bad form at the moment. Right, so Rainier. So there. And Dembele in there as well. So ideally, those are my first set of... Oh, it's Enomoto as well, San Martin. I've got to get Tavares in this squad as quickly as possible, really, haven't I? Just get him bedded in, get him doing a job. And we'll do that. We've got a lot of attacking midfielders in the squad at the minute. No, but Pierre does a job. Pierre can do a job anywhere on the pitch. So we'll stick with that. And then do I look at maybe... Dembele in there. Drops the team spirit down again a little bit, but we can make that up very quickly with some training as well. So that's what I want to do. Right, so I'm not sure I want this to be his training setup. Whilst his dribbling is already good, his speed's already good. We can still work on that in the future, but right now I want to work on his passing the most. Yeah. Just get him working on that passing, get that going up and up and up and up and up. Yeah. Just going to focus purely on his passing for now. See what that would do for him. It's going to plateau for a bit, but it'll be fine. Obviously, I'm going to have to use him and make sure he gets the best out of himself with that. Who else have we got in here? Dorado's old, doesn't matter. Albuquerque's old. What are we working on with Kylie at the moment? Okay, that's cool. Rainier, classic number 10. I think that makes sense as well. Okay, that's cool. Right, let's get that saved. This could be a really bad move though, because we are very close to the edge in terms of budgets. Now again, we could still sell monies. I don't want to, but if we do have to, someone's gonna have to pay close to 50 million. Game plan, negotiations, my team. Right, who can we sell? Or who can we send out on loan? I feel like Beer could go on loan, you know, and do very well. Place him on the loan list. Who else could go out on loan? In all honesty, Vernie will play games, but we do have a lot of attacking midfielders, and that's where he would play. So he can go on loan as well. Don't really want to sell him. So San Martin, we're taking offers for him. Bethencourt, yeah, could go on loan as well. In fact, any of those. And Pamfilova, again, any of those. So we'll see what clubs want to do in terms of that.